just a quick review of Pomada Dragon Ultra Strength Pain Relief Cream. So what's it for? I mean, like, why would you consider using it? Well, basically for relief of muscle, back, or joint pain. So for instance, let's say you have knee arthritis, joint pain. That'd be good to try for that. Or let's say over the weekend you like helped a friend move and you woke up the next day and you're like, oh my God, my back, it's killing me. I can hardly move. Be good to try for something like that too. So what's in it? I mean, how does this stuff work? Well, basically, anytime you're considering using something like this, you need to ask yourself one question. What are the active ingredients? So what's an active ingredient? Well, it's any ingredient that has a direct biological effect or a pharmacological activity in your body. So in other words, this is the stuff in the product that really does the heavy lifting and really makes it work. So in the case of Pomada Dragon, there are 3 active ingredients. There's camphor and menthol. Okay, and these both work by giving you a cooling sensation that essentially kind of distracts your brain from perceiving pain signals. And then also have methyl salicylate, and that's also known to increase blood flow. So those are the 3 active ingredients. So the overall big question is, do you get permanent or temporary relief for something like this? Well, I think it kind of depends. I think there actually are some cases where you get permanent relief. Let's take the example, you hurt your back, the next day you wake up, your muscles are in spasm. You can get especially if your pain is muscular, you can get this pain spasm pain cycle. So in other words, your back hurts, the pain causes spasm, the spasm makes the muscles tighten up, that creates more pain. So what you have is this pain spasm pain cycle going on. So what you can do is you can use something like this to break that up. So you put it on once or twice, you get partial relief, full relief, and then you break up that pain spasm, pain cycle, and then your body kind of resets itself and goes back to normal. So I think those are cases where you get permanent relief, which is possible, especially with muscular type pain. Unfortunately, a lot of chronic pain, well, I should say rather, a lot of pain can become chronic, and in that case, you really need like a multi-pronged treatment approach. So in other words, you need several things to get you better. So for instance, let's go back to the example of the back. You helped a friend move, you hurt your back, you put this stuff on, your back's still hurting, your back's hurting, week after week. So what else can you do for your back pain? Because this stuff obviously isn't giving me permanent relief. Well, things like, say, exercise. Exercise is a proven treatment for chronic pain. So, for instance, you can't do exercises right now because your back hurts too much. So what you do is you put on some of this Pomada Dragon, and you get either partial or you get full relief. Now you're able to do things that will give you the longer term relief, like the exercise. So, for instance, you put some of this stuff on, your back hurts. I'll give you an example. Treat Your Own Spinal Stenosis by Jim Johnson PT. Basically, there's a muscle you can work called your multifidus muscle. A lot of research coming out on here, on this multifidus muscle. I'll show you a picture of it here. And so there's your multifidus muscle. A lot of research coming out on this, kind of a new and up-and-coming thing. Probably about any back problem you can name, like, spinal stenosis, which is what this book's about, but, herniated disc, if you have one vertebrae slipping on another, spondylolisthesis. Let's say you've had back surgery and it didn't work, you have failed back surgery, or, they've even gone to people like have, chronic pain, acute pain. Researchers are going out to these different patient populations and they're looking at the multifidus muscle now with like MRIs. They're finding it's smaller than normal. And if they stick with an EMG needle, they say it's not conducting like it should. Especially like a herniated disc, they find just at the level, let's say you have an L4-5 herniated disc, it's pressing on a nerve on the right, they find just the multifidus at the level of the herniation is smaller than normal. And likewise, if you do multifidus strengthening exercises, then the pain goes away. So this book has some of those in there. Other things you can do, kind of an up-and-coming thing, is like proprioception. They're also finding a lot of people with back pain can have decreased proprioception. That's your position sense. So for instance, if you're sitting down, you know right now whether your knee is bent or straight. That's your proprioception, your position sense. They find in back pain that's decreased in a lot of cases. So here again, some things you can do, but you can do them once you've used this. So here again, that's that multi-pronged treatment approach I was talking about. So anyway, there you go. It's a pretty good product. Check it out.